Compression is taking something very big and making it very small. Imagine you were sending a large object in a parcel. You couldn't send that many parcels as you could only fit so many in a van. It would take a long time to deliver as the postman could only carry so many at once. If they are heavy, it would be difficult to carry. If you are not in to receive the package, you may have to go and collect it from somewhere. Now imagine if you could squeeze the packet down so it fits in an envelope. You could fit thousands in a van. The postman or woman could carry many at once. They could easily fit in your letterbox. Compression is most commonly used when we want to transmit data from one computer to another across a network. The larger the file, the longer it will take for you to download. By compressing the data, it becomes faster to transmit across a network, such as downloading it, as smaller files take less time to transmit. Some email systems will only allow attachments of below a certain size, so compressing files means we can send larger files by email. Additionally, some files, such as image, audio and video files, can be very large and will take up huge amounts of storage space, making it difficult to store many of these files. By using compression, more data can be stored on a storage device. There are two key types of compression: lossy and lossless. With lossy compression, file sizes are permanently reduced by deleting some data from the file. This means that the data cannot be restored, and so the effects of the compression cannot be undone. Lossy compression is most commonly used for video, audio and image compression. There are lots of ways that files compress data with lossy compression. One of the most common ways with images is to reduce the number of colours being used. Take this image as an example. When we zoom in on the image of the apple, we can see the apple core has several different shades of brown, and the apple itself has several shades of green. From a distance, we cannot perceive some of these changes at all. If we were to change some of these colours so there is fewer changes in shade, then we can create a similar version of the image that requires fewer colours and therefore less data. Audio and video compression will work along the same lines, identifying data that would be outside or on the boundaries of what we can actually notice, and remove that data to reduce the overall file size. An advantage of lossy compression is that file sizes are reduced much more than with lossless. However, compressed files are of a lower quality and cannot be restored back to their original high quality. With lossless compression, the computer packs the data into less space. This means we don't actually lose any data, and so therefore the image can be decompressed back to its original form. Lossless compression is used by some video, audio and image formats, such as PNG image files. It is also commonly used in compressing documents, such as zip files. A simple example of this type of compression is if you had some text with repeated letters, such as the example on screen. If we could simply identify how many times each letter repeats and write out the results, we might get the following. This second block of text uses 10 less characters and so saves us storage space, but we can easily see that we could restore it back to its original form. Images can use this too by grouping repeated colours in the same way. An advantage of lossless compression is that files can be decompressed back to their original quality as no data is lost. However, file sizes are generally larger than those compressed with lossy compression. So, compression is a process for making large files smaller. This helps in transmission speed across a network and saves in storage space. Lossy compression is where data is lost and it is impossible to decompress the file back to the original. This leads to a loss in file quality, but usually reduces the file size much more than lossless. Lossless compression is where data is not lost and it is possible to recreate the original files. This means we don't lose any file quality, but file sizes are not reduced as significantly.